Well, you know, you can boil down the Trump administration's relationship with the media right down to the eye roll that Anderson Cooper gave Kellyanne Conway. She claims, listen to this, she claims it was a sexist move by Anderson. Was it? Watch.
Thanks for the trip down memory lane. I was on your show often last fall saying we were going to win Michigan and how we were going to do it. So that was fun. But here's what happened today. Today, not in a campaign, in the White House, the President of the United States
So
took
that person doesn't exist anymore. Candidate Donald Trump, that's a fictional character we no longer are allowed to refer to. We can now only refer to the Donald Trump who exists today.
So-called eye rolls that we do at this table, does it make the point that it's not sexist, do you think?
That was not sexist. I'm sorry, stupidity does not have a gender. Like, you know, like that. What she's saying there, and I remember watching that live, I was thinking, seriously? Like, some people say she's good at her job, and I say a true spin artist doesn't let you know you just spun, and all of a sudden you're in a totally different location, and you don't know how you got there.
Yeah.
That's not Kellyanne Conway.
Well, this is also...
It was amazing, Sarah.
Yeah, it was good.
But this is also the one who's claimed that he was using alternative facts. Remember that?
Yeah.
So when the eyes roll, it's like not again with this lie.
Yeah. It's not.
That's what that's about.
It's not sexist, but I do feel like ladies, women on the left that go on television, oftentimes get away with saying, like Hillary Clinton, I remember accused Bernie Sanders in the debates of being sexist toward her. He wasn't being sexist. He was trying to make his point.
What did he say?
That's how he talks.
What did he say?
It was the tone of his voice. It was the way he approached her. And I do think there's something to be said. If Debbie Wasserman Schultz or Nancy Pelosi got on a segment and a male anchor rolled his eyes, I do think there's segments of the population on the left that would say immediately, this is sexist. I think we universally need to say, that's not a word that should be tossed around easily.
Well,
this isn't sexist.
So
that's not. Neither case is it sexist.
I'm making the case that she's a liar all the time.
She is.
But she's a liar.
But
so when she lies all the time, doesn't that deserve an eye roll?
Well, did Hillary deserve an eye roll when
Hillary doesn't lie the way they lie.
Oh, come on. She lied repeatedly.
Oh,
I have to say
repeatedly.
that
She doesn't lie.
Anderson Cooper, though, I think at the end of the day, and I have the utmost of respect for Anderson Cooper, and at the end of the day, he is a journalist, and a journalist has to show interview etiquette. And I think it's different if a pundit were to do that too.
Right.
And Sarah, you mentioned it a long time ago.
But to what extent?
To throw out these terms like sex, it's very easy, and it really diminishes when it truly does happen.
To me,
So I don't think it was sexist, but there is such a
What
thing
it
as
is the red herring.
interview
It had
etiquette.
nothing to do with why he was rolling his eyes, but she's like, look over there, and this is what I'm going to
You can
call it.
challenge
it's
them.
It's not.
But he looked like he was having a stroke, frankly. I didn't think
Maybe
it was an eye roll. His eyes rolled back in his
No,
head.
but he was rolling his eyes like when she was like, and you remember we won Michigan. It's like, you're talking about the election?
Yeah.
So I don't think there was any sexism in that. He's like, you're still bringing up the election? I will say this.
Yeah.
I will say this. I would love to look into Anderson Cooper's eyes. So I don't know what this whole complaint is. You seen those baby blues and the jawline that can cut bread? Why are you complaining?
Are you coming out by any chance? Because we would like that on
No,
the show.
I'm married, and I'm very much in love with my wife. But I mean, Anderson Cooper's Anderson Cooper. Have you seen that silver fox? You can still be honest.
If you rolled your eyes at your wife, what would she do?
She would be livid. Are you kidding? I don't do that. I want to still be married.
I do think the conversation's more powerful when Anderson doesn't roll his eyes. Like, it's okay as I watch on the TV and I'm rolling my eyes at home, but I think you let people, that saying, give someone enough rope and they'll hang themselves. Like, let her do the stupid talking. Don't judge it, because then you're both on the same, a different level.
Every time you interview the Trump administration, it's like being on that old TV show Boiling Points. They keep talking and they're like, just wait. Because at some point you have to be like, you're insane.
Yeah. All right, well, let me ask you if you think this is insane before we go. Trump has now tweeted about Rosie O'Donnell. We finally agree on something, Rosie, because she said fire Comey back in December. Now he's bringing Rosie, talk about a backwards eye roll. He's bringing Rosie O'Donnell. I wish Rosie would call in on this. Rosie, you're watching the show? Call us. Because he's now dragging... After what he said about that girl, he was vicious to her. At that time, I sat right there, and I witnessed that whole thing.
That happened here.
On The View. She made fun of him, and then he went crazy on her. I mean, she said a few things that really pushed a few buttons on him. His hair, of course. Touchy. And then then there was the interest in his adulterous behavior, maybe, and his financials, which I really think pissed him off big time. And so he went after her like a vicious animal.
Yeah.
And now he's saying, oh, we finally agree on something, Rosie.
Yeah, it's
Call
sad.
us, Rosie. We'll be right back with even more.